Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks News Pack for Tuesday, February 22nd, 2222. Uh, as a very interesting day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great family day long weekend. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com Shifts and Pucks, Twitch.com Shifts and Pucks, or subscribe to wherever you get your audio. Of course, we had our Canucks episode yesterday. We announced our partnership of joining the Area 51 Sportsnet podcast community. John Warren joined us for that. So have a look at that. And look forward to us and doing more collaboration. You will see us on Area 51 Sportsnet websites and other things that they are involved in as we go forward, as things are just starting to unpack and unravel. So we look forward to our partnership with Area 51 and ASTV and the groups there as well. But let's get to the hockey news of the day, and let's start with the news around the women's Olympic game, the gold medal game between the Canadians and the Americans on Wednesday. 2.7 million. This is for a tweet from Devin Hero. Devin 2.7 million watched live during that Canada versus USA women's gold medal hockey game. That was Canada's most watched moment of the Olympics, Beijing 2022. Uh, and of course, there's some replies in that as well, but that's some big news and good news for women's hockey. 2.7 million watched live. And of course, that was at 8:10 Pacific, 9:10 Mountain, 11:10 Eastern time. So people stayed up late to watch that game. That's a great sign for women's hockey. Let's get to the NHL games tonight, as there are 6 games. Nashville is playing Florida. That's game one. Nashville's in a bit of a tailspin right now, as and not the time. Well, it's never a good time to go into a tailspin, but they are certainly in one. They have lost 4 in a row. They are currently sitting with 60 points, which is 4 points behind St. Louis for third in the Central Division, and 5 points behind Minnesota for second in the Central Division. And so they're hanging in there, and that's where they're at, and they're facing the best team right now in the Eastern Conference. Record wise, 35 10-5 is the Florida Panthers. They've won 3 in a row. They've won 8 of their last 10, and they're 23-3 at home and are looking for their 10th straight home victory. So we also have the Toronto Maple Leafs, fresh off a very tough loss yesterday against the Montreal Canadiens, 5-2, and on a 2-game losing streak as they lost to the St. Louis Blues as well, 6-3 on Saturday. They're heading to Columbus to face the Blue Jackets. The Leafs are sitting in third place at 67 points in Florida's Atlantic Division, and Columbus is a team uh, 11 points out of a playoff spot. So uh, there we got the Minnesota Wild in Ottawa to play the Senators tonight. The Wild are, as mentioned, sitting in second place. They've won 7 of their last 10, facing the Ottawa Senators, who are currently at 41 points in the Eastern Conference. And the St. Louis Blues are heading to Philadelphia to face the Philadelphia Flyers. The Blues, 64 points, third place in the Central. The Flyers, fourth worst record in the Eastern Conference, tied with Buffalo, who have lost 5 in a row. And so the stumbles have continued for the Flyers for the year. The San Jose Sharks, they're stumbling as well. They are coming off a loss. They're coming off 6 straight losses. And they face the Anaheim Ducks, who have 57 points and are 2 points out of the wild card spot in the Western Conference. And finally, the New York Islanders are playing the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken, of course, coming off a 5-2 loss over to the Vancouver Canucks last night. And we've got the Zdeno Chara will tie Chris Chelios tonight with playing his 1,651st game, most by a defenseman in the NHL. So those are the 6 games in the National Hockey League tonight. Some other news going around here. Vladimir Tarasenko is expected back tonight when the Blues play the Philadelphia Flyers. Ryan Dzingel could be making his Sharks debut. He was claimed on waivers after the trade this weekend from the Coyotes to the Leafs. In the Igor Labushkin Nick Ritchie trade, the Leafs put him on waivers with the intention of sending him down to the minors, and the Sharks have claimed him. So that's happening. But Ryan Getzlaf could return to the lineup against the Sharks tonight. Thomas Chabot will be a game time decision against the Senators in the Wild. And Carter Hart could be available as he missed one game with an eye injury. He missed yesterday's game against the Carolina Hurricanes. And Anthony Mantha has practiced with the Capitals Monday, first time since having shoulder surgery on November 5th. He was, however, wearing a light blue no contact jersey. So that is kind of some of the stuff in terms of what's going on in the game. Andrew Ladd is out 4 to 6 weeks with the Arizona Coyotes. He left Sunday's game in the first period with a collision, so he could be out for a while there. The 3 stars of the week, we didn't get to them yesterday because of holiday, but we'll just touch on that in a moment here as well. As Elias Lindholm from the Calgary Flames, the number 1 star. Florida Panthers defenseman Aaron Ekblad is the number 2 star, and Dallas Stars goaltender Jake Ottinger is the 3 star. 3rd star, Lindholm, 8 points, collecting goals and multiple points in all 3 of his appearances. The Flames are currently in first place, of course, in the Pacific Division. He has scored in 8 straight games. The Flames have won 10 straight games. So there, and you got Aaron Ekblad had 2 points in 3 outings, and led the defenseman in goals and points and plus minus this week, 3-6. And as the Panthers have opened a 5-point cushion against in the Atlantic Division over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Jake Ottinger, it was the 3rd star. He stopped 104 of the 107 shots he faced. He had a 2-1 record with an 0.98 goals against average. So those are your 3 stars of the week. And then finally in the WHL, the player of the week, Ridley Gregg, Ottawa Senators prospect, in 4 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. And goaltender of the week is Carl Tetachuk of the Moose Jaw Warriors. In 2 games, 0.96966 goals against average. And 2 WHL teams clinched playoff spots this week. The Everett Silvertips and the Kamloops Blazers have clinched spots in the Western Conference playoffs. So that is the news. And of course, just to give you a quick reminder about our word of the week, which will be on Monday and Wednesday's podcast. That's an opportunity to win a contest with the Pig and Duke, an opportunity to win tickets to the Calgary Flames Vancouver Canucks game on April 23rd at the Scotiabank Saddledome with the Pig and Duke in Calgary, as we partner with them, food, drink, and an opportunity to go to the game with Sean, Chris, and Devin. So check out the word of the week, which is in our podcast. Of course, again, follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, Twitter.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube Shifts and Pucks as well, and Twitch, as well as follow us all individually. Sean Beardy, Canucks03 on Twitter, Tyler TNOBLE, Christian Snides, SCHNEIDZ, Devin Gordhowe09, IMKEVOLE, of course, Area 51 Sportsnet as well. Follow us there and join us again for our news pack. We'll be back on Thursday, but we will be having our live Flames podcast 1:30 Pacific, 2:30 Mountain tomorrow, where we talk Flames. We thank everyone for watching and listening. We'll talk very soon. Bye for now.